just like, I don't really like having square bases. I like my bases to be somewhat odd shaped. So I'll cut this kind of in a circle. And that's what we'll base it on. Okay, so might as well do all that at one. So glue along the bottom. Try to be glue along the bottom of this thing. Okay. Never easy as it looks, but so pretty much that's it. Try to make sure that it's that it's as square as you can get it. Get it looking anyways. And then just kind of hold there for a minute. Wipe off the excess glue. Okay, so that's what we got so far. Now, these little tabs, okay, if you're having problems with those, you can always tape them down, you know. Use some tape that's not super sticky or something, you know, just to hold them down in place. Scotch tape works pretty good. Masking tape, you know, the paper tape, it's a little bit tough. I don't know what else you could use. Post-it note flags or something like that. That's pretty soft glue. Try that. Usually just hold it for a while, okay, but I'm kind of lazy, so I'm going to use a post-it note. It's the right thickness anyways. Or, no, the post-it note, it'll come off easy, eh? 'Cause it's, but anyways, paper glue just takes a little bit to hold it there. Now, the doors and the sills and all that stuff, I was going to use, you know, normally I would use wood, okay, but let's pretend you don't have access to coffee stir sticks or something. I mean, you just go down to the coffee shop and say, hey, can I have some of these? How many would it take? 1, 2, like it would only take maybe 5 coffee stir sticks, eh? But anyways, we'll use the same stuff I used for the roof, okay, doing the roof, which is cereal box, okay? That's what we'll do. Okay, so I'll go find some pressboard or cereal box. Oh, there's some right there. Excellent. Excellent. What was this? Leftover from Halloween candies. So, yeah, save the big sheets of this stuff, eh? You know, when you got a box of stuff before you throw it out, you know, keep yourself some of this stuff. It's really handy for all kinds of stuff, you know, it really is. So, we'll just set this over here to dry. On this, I guess I'll show you how to do the shingle roof, because that's a really nice effect. And the rest there, we'll need some strips, so we'll need strips about, what is that, 3 mils? Okay, so thereabouts, 4 mils. I'm not going to measure. Just try cutting it straight. Okay, so cut a bunch of strips, out about that long. Don't bend them, because we're going to want to keep them nice and straight, okay? And that'll be these wood beams, okay? We'll put that there and use those instead, okay? And yeah, for the corners, now see on this one here I had to use 2 pieces, eh? So it's kind of hard to tell, but you can see the seam between the join between the 2 pieces, and normally these would be a square post with the wall up to them, okay? So for those, cut a wider piece and we'll score it, and we'll use that as a wraparound, okay? So we want about how much around? Okay. So those ones will be a little bit wider, like that wide, and in the middle of them, actually what works good for this is just a ballpoint pen, eh? I'll show you what I mean. Well, okay, no, I won't show you, I'll tell you. I've got a little steel ruler down on the middle of this thing. Heck, stuck on it. Let's see. And I'm looking for my ballpoint pen. Also, while I've been using ballpoint pens, I've been using these ones with the old-fashioned ones with the nip. You know, you dip in ink. Eh? It's kind of cool doing that. Everything else is pencil. The heck. Adapt, improvise, overcome. Okay, we'll use the back of the blade on this thing. I use this portion for a lot of stuff, eh? Actually. So I've just scored down the middle. That'll allow this to fold now. Should have done it on the other side though. Okay, so when you do it on the other side so that the white is showing out, not friggin' red. Because now I have to remake this one. Well, maybe not. Okay. And this we'll stick on the corners like this, and we'll paint that to make it look like a wooden post. Okay. So go ahead and do that. Put, you know, fatter strip around there, and just make it big enough to cover up your little flap that you made there, eh? So, like I said, I'll put a template up on the top there and put it on my website and let you download it. Okay, that's what we'll do. So, I'm going to shut this off. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and stick these pieces on the 4 corners, and the other piece, this little thing, where the heck is that? There it is. This little thin piece, I'm going to stick one on each side of the door, front and the back. So basically divide this wall into 3 panels. Okay, all equal length. Okay, and then I'll turn this back on. I lied. I'm just going to show you how I do this so that, you know, you don't have to get all freaked out about measuring. Just hold your piece into place. Take your pencil and draw the lines, okay? And then just cut it out with scissors, man. Now you have to do that with each one, because you can't just cut 4 out like this the same, because they just won't work, man. It just won't do it. Doesn't matter how well you measure, you'll always be out a little bit, eh? So keep glue on it all. like so. Okay, those will be our posts.